What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, as always. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So when we were here last, we ended up putting cement in this hole and that hole. For now, I'm using this as a temporary support. We'll be able to set our two posts in here tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to get those two posts, get 10-foot pressure treated ones. We'll end up filling this hole up with cement because I want to make sure these things are locked in place. I'm using my laser level right here to find the exact point square. You can see faintly that's the line, and our slab is going to be 18 foot long, so I need to put this just a little bit outside of that because our pavilion is going to hang over the opening. The good thing for me is it rained. Thank you, because the rain has softened up the ground. It was beginning to get really hard after taking the top layer off and the sun baking it. It was getting rough to dig, but now it's a lot softer, a lot easier to dig. And I'm working on getting some more of the soil sifted out, getting as much of this gravel as I can, because I'm going to need a lot more, and make it usable. I'm thinking about this, and what I may do for the time being is I may just pile up the extra soil up in here for now, and then figure out what to do with it later on. I can have a nice pile of sifted soil and be good to go with that, because I'm thinking about this. The space where the back porch is right there I'm thinking about making that, getting some of the 4x6s and putting that down and making it like a 6x12 base, backfill it with the soil and stuff for now, make that a planting area, and then when the fall comes around, building basically a greenhouse on top of it. That way we'll be able to grow vegetables, in late into the fall and maybe into the winter. That's a thought. And so when you look at the soil that we're taking out of here, it's not bad soil, so we want to hold on to as much of that as we can and mix it in there. Everything jumped up and screamed as far as growing. The grass, it got a good rain yesterday. The grass looks good, the garden looks good, everything's coming along really, really well. And I've got tomorrow where I can, I got a little bit of siding I've got to do over on that project, Elkton Street, and the house that we put the storm door on. I've got to go over and sand that a little bit and caulk the molding and finish off both of those before I get started on the next project. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can while I can. So that's this evening. Next week, it's going to be in the 90s. So much for the nice weather we've been having. It's going to get really, really hot. It's going to be what it's going to be. So we're getting a little bit done here. I've started working on getting this footer in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it down. It's amazing because we got rain yesterday, and now the clay, which had been dry as can be, is like muddy. So this soil is really, it really absorbed quite a bit of rain. I'm not sure how much rain they got here yesterday, but it's amazing that this is literally, it was powder dry before. This is not even sifting in my sifter. So I'm piling it up over here for now, because that's, once you get below this, a couple more inches down from here, it's clay. And the rest of it, of course, is the topsoil. So I've got some more topsoil over there. I've got some over here. I've got more over there. I'm sifting this out because I do want to hold on to as much of the good soil as I can. But you can now see that board right there is level. That's the level point of where we're going to be on here. So we'll be building this wall. This wall will be right here. And I'm going to make it so it is, if you see over there the little grill top thing, you see where that shelf is behind the grill? That's about where I want the back wall, the cap, to be. And so we're going to use cinder blocks. My great friend Oscar has got a whole pallet full of 6-inch blocks. So I'm going to get about 80 of those from him. I'm going to build that wall up about 40 inches, and we're going to parge it with plaster. We'll seal it up, of course, over here. We'll end up putting in drainage tiles so that way it'll keep the pressure from building up on it. we'll run that, backfill it with gravel, and carry it around so it'll be able to drain. I may end up with the gutters up on here, running those into a rain barrel. That way we can get fresh rainwater for using with the plants. We're finding out that the chlorine here is really heavy and it's hard on the planting. So any way that we can be friendlier with the environment, the better. In fact, I'm looking at taking, because I have all of the roofs, the roofs right here all go to that gutter and that gutter, which goes to that gutter, which goes to that downspout, and putting a rain barrel over there so we can reuse that water as well, so it just doesn't run to the South River, that it gets actually used for our gardens. So get back to sifting some more of the soil here as I'm digging, and I'm trying to level this out. Can't wait till the sun goes down a little bit more so I can see the level a little bit better. I can't see the level point right now on here to see how much lower I've got to get this, but I have been skimming the top of this. This does fortunately have a lot more gravel on it. My pile of gravel has actually grown quite a bit, so I'm happy about that. And tomorrow, if I do go to the dump, the gravel pit is not far from there. I may go to the gravel pit and get me a truckload of gravel and start spreading around, especially if I get these 2 posts put in. Okay, so we've got our posts here that are going to be going in place. We've got another cloudy day. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. But we got some fence post tar, and we're going to tar the bottom of these so that way underground that they're going to be sealed up. Now what we'll do, I'm just going to do enough to get at least covered with the cement, but since we're going to have these, once we build the wall and stuff around it, I will tar those up even further below the ground line to make sure that they're protected. Look at that. That is some pretty nice looking 6x6s. So first I was just going to buy a couple of them to get the first ones there, but this stack only had about 8 of them on it, and these looked really good. They're still nice and wet. They're very, very heavy. And the thing about pressure treated lumber is the way it dries out, whatever position it's in, is how it's going to be forever. So you're better getting them wet and putting them in place so that they're plumb and square and so on. So we're going to do everything we can to make this whole thing last as long as it can, at least outlast me. So that may not be that long. I'm 60 years old, but I'm still trying to save a penny and create a legacy. This is exciting for me because I enjoy seeing progress. This is why I hated being a general contractor and running the jobs. I'd rather actually do the work, because for me it's more fulfilling at the end of the day to see and say I did that instead of watching somebody else do that. So let me get this done. We're working on running electrical. We're putting a 60 amp sub panel out in the storage building over here, and that's going to be able to feed the storage building, outside outlet, and over here lighting and ceiling fans for us. So we're getting a bunch of stuff done. So there you have it. They look like giant matchsticks, but our goal here is we want to build this to look good, to be very functional and cost effective, because this is a broke ass media. So we're trying to do all of the above by reusing and repurposing by any means that we can to save money on materials and so on. So this is good because we've got extra 6x6s that we'll be able to reuse elsewhere here on the property and other projects. And I think this is going to end up being pretty cool when it's all done. What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Taking a break here for a minute, working out here and getting ready for the scheduled release and show, which we'll be live streaming starting about 7:30 tonight, talking about the what the Cowboys schedule looks like. See if we see any more of it being released. This worries me. This worries me that we are getting so much love for having not actually done a damn thing yet. We've got people talking about how Caleb Downs Caleb Downs could be Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year already. We're putting expectations out there that may be a little bit premature. I don't mean to try and poo-poo anything, but guys, we got to slow our roll just a little bit here. Believe me, I would love to see Caleb Downs win Defensive Player of the Year. Here's where, and this isn't just the talking heads. This isn't Cowboy fans and us YouTubers and things. This is actually Tyrone Matthew, the Honey Badger, actually saying that, I'll tell you what, let's go to the tape. You know, I keep hearing, the haters out there talk about how nobody wants to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody wants to play for the Dallas Cowboys. We heard Cam Newton say this, a couple months back, that if he had to start his career over, he would love to play for the Dallas Cowboys because you're always going to be seen. You are always going to be on television. You've got the biggest world to you and everything else. So, yeah, there's something about playing for the Cowboys. Now, it's one thing to have, Mel Kiper trying to hype up a player and things like that, a guy who's never strapped on a helmet or anything like that. But it's totally another when you have guys that have been great in the NFL that all of a sudden start showing you that love. So, yeah, maybe there's something to this. Maybe there really is something to all this hype that we're getting. All right, good people. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm doing some more digging. I got my post over here. I've got this hole that's just about ready, and that hole is just about ready. I might see if I can get these bad boys put up here. In the meantime, I got to go get some more wire because we're short about 10 feet, and there's nothing worse, ask any woman, about being short. Yeah. Hope y'all having a great day. Peace out. Okay, so let's check and see if we've got our first post here. We'll see right there. That's plumb. And we'll put this one right here. That's plumb. We got sitting on the cement. We're gonna mix up some cement here and put it in here. That'll be our first post. That will be the one that is the corner that we have. Now, what you'll notice is how it's dug out. So what you have to realize is this will be a wall that will be coming right off of that and carrying all the way through over there. And that's going to give us our back wall for our building. Yeah, this is a major step. I need to go ahead now, mark out, measure, and square up the next post, which is going to go down here. I'll get those two, and then I've got to dig out the other two. It's coming. What's up, good people and Eagle fans? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report, as well as Joe Boo's Day Job, and cooking and tailgating with Joe Boo. All of those things are coming to a head because I use all of those in my everyday life. Right now, my day job is getting me to build my outdoor pavilion so I can do cooking and tailgating, because we're going to do some tailgate parties here at the Red Brick House. And maybe one of those might be October, what? 26th. October 26th. I don't know what week that is, but it's 2 weeks and 2 days past my birthday. October 26th, Cowboys versus Eagles. So here's where it gets to be interesting. Oh, shit. We know we got the Commanders at the end of the season, but we don't know. Commanders and Giants, right? No, but we don't know if it's going to be. No. But this means then by Thanksgiving, Cowboys Eagles, it's over. It's over. We're playing the Eagles early. How you feel about that, Mike? Should I consider going to the Eagles game in Philly, October 26th? I mean, they have a nice complex, but I don't know about going. Is it? Is it really? I've been over there before. It's nice. I mean, Joe Boo's been in there for. Eagle fans aren't there. It's a nice complex. Oh, so what you're saying is Eagle fans slum the place up. Okay. So it's safe to say that both Cowboys-Eagles games are very, very important this year. Very, very important because they're early in the season. And if you sweep the Eagles, Things look a whole lot different. I think I like this. Get the Eagles game. Okay, by October. Okay, so here's where this is good. Here's where this is good. And I got to tell you what's going to be good is, you see that? That's my two corner. That's the front. That's the front entranceway here, okay? When we yeah, Philly, you're going to want my meats. You're going to want, pause. You're going to want some of the meats from Joe Boo's Red Brick Barbecue. Yeah, he ain't getting on a plane. He's like Dan Salio. They're not leaving their house. What? Uh-oh.
Sunday, December 27th, we have Jags at the Cowboys.
Jags Cowboys, December 27th. Okay, so here's the thing. Playing the Eagles that early is critical. Whoever can, if one of the teams can sweep the other ones, your season's over. Your season could be over by Thanksgiving. I'm being honest with you, as far as the division goes. So yeah, Philly 500 has been clowning me and telling me we've got no chance in hell. But October 26th, Cowboys in Philly. So that's good because I was saying this is why it's good is because you have a new offense, because you've got Sean Mannon, because you've got a rookie wide receiver. Guess what?
The Jags are December 27th.
December 27th, the Jags.
Night at Cowboys.
But this could be a major advantage for the Cowboys because I look at the Eagles and say, and it could be, you could look at the Cowboys and say we have the same problem because of Christian Parker. But I look at this and say you've got a new offensive coordinator. What else is new? That happens every year. You've got a new wide receiver. You're getting over having A.J. Brown. You've got a couple rookie offensive linemen. Your offense probably is not going to start hitting strides because Lord knows, even Philly 500 has said, they might not be halfway decent on the offense till week 9. Well, we're playing them before then. So this could be an advantage for the Cowboys over the Eagles. I like this. I like this a lot. All right, I got to mix up some cement so I can set these posts right here, and then I got some cabinets to work on too. And I'm gonna give a shout out to Game Time Brian, see if he wants to join me for a live stream on this tonight. All right, good people, peace out. Major step here. We got the first post cemented. I'm gonna get that one cemented, and then I'm gonna work on seeing if I can. My bags of cement here got wet. Those are rock hard. I'm gonna dig this out and probably try and break it up, put it in the bottom, and get some more cement to go around it. So that way we don't waste it. But this, my friends, is really nice. This is really nice. You don't know how happy I am right now.